Welcome to Old Horse Racing All the Time. I'm your host, Al. This is the show for horse racing fans and for the horse players out there. A lot of the shows are live, interactive shows, handicapping the races in real time, from the 20-minute mark right until they get in the gate. And then I give my selections shortly before there. I want to get in those picks as late as possible because the board can change dramatically at a smaller track like Mountaineer. Usually. So tonight we're at Mountaineer again. Mountaineer, as we said last night, we're going to be back. I was thinking about doing Mountaineer and Penn, but I saw that would not be a good idea because most of those races went off within a minute of each other, and I want to make the show as quality as possible and trying to juggle two balls, multiple balls in the air, just not worth it. So we're here at Mountaineer again tonight. May do Penn in the future. So 20 minutes to post at Mountaineer. Let's get started, but first coffee. Not bad. Folgers instant coffee. This is going to be like my last cup of the day. Having it tonight. Don't always have to brew $1 million pot of coffee. Sometimes the instant coffee does the job. So a little bit of a cold here, so nothing dramatic, but we are feeling fine. So we have some people here. Who's next? Mr. Anonymous. Who won next at Indiana? I don't know. I think that race just went off. They'll probably show the results there shortly. How you doing, Mr. Anonymous? Thanks for joining us. Ed Miller, glad you're back tonight. Hey, Miller, glad you're back too. Let's make it rain out there. Some good opportunities at Mountaineer. So let's get started with this race. All righty, what do we have? Mountaineer race 1. Race 1, okay. We did some parks this afternoon. Mountaineer tonight. Race 1, 6 furlongs, maiden claim. The purse is $7,700 for maidens, 3-year-olds and upwards. Wow. And wagering. There are not the rolling doubles at Mountaineer. So I'll fill you in on that stuff right now. No rolling doubles. No rolling pick threes, not like the other tracks. Our only options here are the daily double and the pick 4. Name is Marley, by the way. Hey, Marley. Okay, glad. Marley, I just keep it off my profile. You got it. Marley, glad you could make it too. All right, let's go. Now this is, I landed on 2 horses here and I'll put together a double. And let me get the PPs up, talk about that a little bit. Mountaineer, that's better. Race 1. To start off, I landed on the 6 and the 7. And Breakfast in Bed and Chainbreaker. Now we'll take a look at this and I'll tell you why. Now those 2 are not the fave. This is a tricky one. The Morning Line Chalk War Doctor, which opens at 8-5, is 0 for 29. Okay, it has run the best race, if you can call it the best races. 0 for 29, 0 for 3 at Mountaineer. Twice finished 3rd though here, and 0 for 10 at the distance. 0 for everything really. 29 times this colt has went to the post and has not delivered. That's mind-boggling. The trainer here, Brenda Bell, she's 0 for 35 as a trainer, just like the horse. Does get the jockey, though, gets a positive jockey switch to Luis Batista, who is 20%. So got the good jock. I think they're going for broke. It has a few races here that are faster than the others. So I'm just talking about the favorite first before I go to the ones I like. Let you know that that favorite is 0 for 29. And this number 2 is a first-time starter for a trainer that is 0-14 with first-time starters. Gets a decent jockey, Guillermo Rodriguez, 14% jockey, and the trainer is Wilfredo Montano, who is 8%. And the only positive thing I have to say about the 2, opens at 8-1, is it hasn't lost yet, it hasn't won yet. Comes off a halfway decent, a couple of halfway decent works here at Mountaineer on November 8th, third of 6 from the gate, 37-3, and 11th of 18, not especially fast, but for this track, it's okay. 52nd for 4 furlong work, 50-2, 11th of 18. Now, Cody's Commander Cody is taking some money, but has really done nothing special compared to the ones that I've landed on. So I'll talk about the ones that I like here. Number 6, Breakfast in Bed, has early speed. He's only raced twice. Both times here, hasn't gotten in the money. Has run a little bit slower than the other two favorites. Not slower than the one horse. A little slower than Commander Cody. Came close here at a mile, and he's turning back today. Okay, but give it a chance, right? It showed good early speed in its last race, and it was at 5.5 furlongs. It dueled on the rail and weakened, and I don't think this one, Breakfast in Bed, who opens at 9-2, is going to be dueling with anybody today. I think he should grab the lead. So I like number 6, Breakfast in Bed, to do something. I'm going to use 2 horses in the double, and I'm not going to mess with the pick 4 here. We have one race which is very strange. There were scratches, and there's only 3 entries, and that's in the earlier races. The better races are down the card today. And the other one I like, okay, so we got Breakfast in Bed, number 6, has the early speed, making its 3rd start. The trainer is 9%. Now, here's my only knock on Breakfast in Bed. The trainer in maiden claiming races, who is Steve LaRue. If you can believe this, Steve is 0 for 44 in maiden claiming races. Now, I don't know what that is with Steve. He's a 9% trainer, so he does win just under 10, 1 out of every 10 races. But this one has the 4th highest power rating, and I'm not going to blame the horse for the trainer who has 0 for 44. He has, I think today, if he's going to break it, he's going to be going up against a group where he has a shot to break that spell. And he has a 9% jock, so you get a 9% jock and a 9% trainer. And the other one I've landed on is number 7, Chainbreaker. That in Breakfast in Bed opens 9-2. Chainbreaker opens 5-1, has the 2nd highest power rating as the favorite, number 1. And this has a really an unknown trainer, Dorothy Gentner. She has no record to show, no starts, 0-0-0. But she does get a decent jockey in Moro Cedillo, who is 14% here. And Chainbreaker is dropping 2 classes, and they're shipping in for this. The last other races were at Delaware, Belmont Park, Penn National, and Del Mar again. So coming in here from much stronger circuits. Last race was in a maiden claiming race. And this one flashes some speed early too. Maiden claim 16,000 down to a maiden claim 4,000. So the stage is set here. At the distance, does have a couple of races that are faster than Cody. The other one up front, who is it? Commander Cody. Does have some races down going 3-4 back that are faster. And what they say here in the PPs is may improve while returning to dirt, because the last race was on turf. Yeah, its best two races were on dirt, a pair of 58s. And if you want to compare that to Cody, his best races are 53 on Brisnet. The last two races were on an off track and turf. So I'm on 6 and 7 so far. Let's see how close we are to post time. And we still got 8 minutes to post. So let's see who else. So that's where we are, Mr. Anonymous. Let me see if I can get you some results here at Indiana. They have Indiana. Let's see. Always try to be accommodating here, folks. If you want to see some of the PPs I'm looking at, I have a website where you can get free Brisnet PPs. Where are we? Indiana, race 9, finished. Let's look at the results. Race 9 at Indiana, the finishing results were 698. 698. Jolly Tommy over Jealous Eyes over Versatile. And that exacta for $2 paid a whopping $14.80. So 698 at Horseshoe, Indianapolis. Okay, so what else do we have here? I'm going to go look here. I'm going to look a little bit at the Daily Double. Oh, let me look at the odds here. That one horse is 0 for 29 is now the even money favorite, 1-1. The first time starter number 2 is 5-1. Commander Cody is 7-2. That might be the name. I don't know. A lot of these horses sometimes when they have a name that matches a name that somebody they know has, or like Big Bob's, some of those horses, people just throw money on the uninformed bettors because they like the name of the horse. But I don't see how Commander Cody is favored over either the 6 or the 7. I could see number 1 being favored because 1 has been running the best races, and they seem to have placed number 1 in a good spot here to finally break through. Let me go and look at the 1's trainer. I got you something. Trainer is 0 for 35 too. Brenda Bell. They get the jockey there. I guess they're going broke. This one doesn't have to win. I'm not going to get sucked in. I know the numbers has superior races, but I gather it's had superior races against a bunch of other horses as well. And it's not like he's making a big class drop. What do they say is in War Doctor's favor? Highest last race speed rating. See, the rail post is winning 23%. Gets the rail. Finished 3rd versus similar in last race. Best dirt speed is fastest among today's starter and hot jockey in the last 7 days. 16 races, 4 wins, 3 seconds, and 4 thirds. And what are the knocks on this horse? Poor trainer winning percentage, 0. 0 for 35. Does have 3 seconds and 10 thirds, but not winning. And I'm not concerned about the second and thirds in this race because I'm looking at the daily double. So let's go to race 2. How many minutes to post? 4 minutes to race 2. So let me get this double in. I landed on 1, 3, and 5. 3 is the favorite. It has a number that towers above the others. 1 is consistent. Let me bring it up. One has the second highest power rating, has won 4 of 9 at Mountaineer. I'm not going to do much analysis here. I'll be covering that in the second race when it comes up. And at the distance, has a 17% trainer in claiming races. At the distance is won 8 of 22 with 3 seconds, 3 thirds. Second highest power rating, jockey 14%, Yomari Korea. And number 3, just has the fastest races, has won 7 of 19 here with 6 seconds and 4 thirds. That's in the money 17 of 19 times. And last but not least, the number 5, another one in the money 4 of 8 here. 13% trainer, Jamie Poole, Andrew Ramjeet, 15% jockey, has big early speeds, almost 8 to 1. So let me get this double in here as we are 3 minutes to post. Race 1 pick. Daily double. Now, I don't have the chalks here in the first. I'm going 6-7 for the win here. 6-7 with 135. I think we have a decent shot to get that done. As far as I did a show this afternoon at Parks, and it was a surprise show. I didn't expect to go live. So you want to subscribe to the channel, especially if you enjoy the live shows and you want to participate. You're playing some races and you say, "Hey, Al's out there live. Let's go win some money." And most of the shows I schedule in advance, but today was a surprise. I covered the last frog in my throat. The last 5 races at Parks and hit the first exacta. If you were playing all my races for $1 and you put in all my picks, you would have finished like up $5, maybe $4.80, $5, something like that. It was just a wash, and there were some races that looked really suspicious to me, but I don't want to complain. Or present sour grapes. Jamie Nesser had a couple of losers in there on horses that looked that towered above the others. But hey, sometimes I don't complain when horses that I pick that others don't pick win. They probably screaming foul too. So it works both ways. Oh, we're nearing post time. Zero minutes to post. They're showing 1 minute to post here, actually. What are the odds? War Doctor is up a bit, up to 3 to 2. Commander Cody is dropping down to 2 to 1. The first time starter has jumped way up to 7 to 1, number 2. What about my horses? Breakfast in Bed opened at 9 to 2, now 5 to 1. And Chainbreaker, who opened at 5 to 1, is now 9 to 1. What will my doubles pay? Pools and probables. Daily double. I have 135 in a second. Is this correct? That can't be right. 6 with 1, 150. 6 with 1, $185. 6 with 3, $62. And 6 with 5, $208. According to the board here, for example, now the 1, I guess everyone thinks the 1 has this sewn up. 1 with 1 is 1980, 1 with 3 is 920, and 1 with 5 is 56. What about my 7 horse? Do I get scared off the double and cancel because I see these balloon prices? 7 with 1 is 115. 7 with 3 is 89.80, and 7 with 5 is 200 and 280. So I'm leaning on 6, 7, and they're just about getting in there. I'll sit tight. If I lose 6, I lose 6. If I win, I get paid. And if either 6 or 7 win, I'm getting that second leg. They were suspicious. Ha. Yeah. You saw it too, Marley. There's that 1 that's 0 for 29, and there is that 2, the first time starter, and 3 is Commander Cody. And I got the 6 and 7. The 4 is taking some money. The 4 is Old Man Mac on the board at 14 to 1, and they're off. The first time starter, Island Currency, got off to a slow start. The 7 got off to a terrible start. And off to the races is Old Man Mac, number 4 at 14 to 1, being collared by Commander Cody as they go down the backstretch. Where's my 6? Commander Cody down to 4 to 1. Here comes my 6 on the outside. Breakfast in bed. And here comes that 1, 0 for 21, 0 for 29, War Doctor, as starting to gain ground on Commander Cody. Where is my 7? Okay, they're still in the backstretch. This is a 6 furlong race. 7 is starting to move. Does he have time? Chainbreaker. Down to 9 to 2 by the time the gates opened from 5 to 1. They're going up to the top. And it looks like that 1 is going to break its streak of 0 for 29. And War Doctor wins its first race in 29 tries at odds of 1 to 2. Congratulations to War Doctor for finally getting it done. And the connections for the trainer. The trainer, Brenda Bell, she broke her 0 for 35 streak. So both War Doctor and her and his trainer, Brenda Bell, break the ice. At odds of 1 to 2 over Commander Cody. What will that exacta pay? $1-3 exacta for $2 will pay $6.80. Oh, brother. So the night is off to an auspicious start. An 0 for 29 horse wins the first race, but in all fairness, it did have the fastest numbers by quite a bit. The game plan. They're going, starting early at Churchill Downs. I'm going to be doing a live Churchill Downs show tomorrow. Nice card, 10-race card. And they're one of the tracks that is running on Thanksgiving. I may cover some Churchill Downs on Thanksgiving earlier in the day. But I'm not going to do a show later in the day. I might cover part of the card of Churchill on Thanksgiving. I think they have 14 races on Thanksgiving. Let me check. Churchill Downs, Thanksgiving. I mean, that is a big racing capital, Kentucky. So Thanksgiving is not going to stop them. Aqueduct Racetrack, for example, they don't run on Easter Sunday. They don't run on Thanksgiving. But, you know, Kentucky, this stuff doesn't stop them. You know, they're all business, folks. Okay, Thursday. Come on, I clicked on the damn wrong link. They throw one up, you know, they throw a surprise link in there. Thursday, Churchill Downs. Get this card. Get a load out of this card. Oh, they have 12 races. They begin at 11:30, and the final race goes off. And they have some big fields. I don't know yet. I'm not 100% certain. I'm not going to. When I get certain, I'll make an announcement about that. But I may do some racing on Thanksgiving early. You know, part of the card. They got some big stakes races. Maybe I'll give out some picks for the later races too, because they have the 10th race is a G3 $500,000 race, and the 11th race they have a $300,000 race. The 10th race, the $500,000 one, is the Falls City Stakes for fillies and mares, 1 1/8 miles, 3-year-olds and up. 10th race is the 9th race. 11th race is the Cardinal Stakes, another 1 1/8 mile race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up as well, $300,000. And the 12th race, look at the purses at Churchill Downs, 92,000. We already said 300,000 and 500,000. Race before that is a maiden special weight, 120,000. It blows away Parks, who blew away Mountaineer. So on Thanksgiving they have racing. They have racing at Del Mar too on Thanksgiving in the afternoon. But they start at 11:30 Eastern time on Thanksgiving. So here we go on to race 2. What are we presented with here? In race 2, they do have pick 3 wagering. Here's the thing about that. In race 4, they scratch down to only 3 entries. Is that pick 3? And there's 2 of them are big favorites. No, one of let me look at this. Race 3, next race, they only have 1 entry. They have 3 entries. In race 4, they have 2 big favorites. Is it even worth it to mess around with the pick 3? I am going and put something together here, an exacta play or a trifecta play. And we have 17 minutes to post. Initially, I landed on the 1, 3, and the 5 in the pick 3. And the 3 is taking a ton of money. It's 1-2 so far. And the 1 is taking open 5-1, now 27-1. And the 5 opened 8-1, and now it's 30-1. So let's take a closer look and see what we have happening here. With 17 minutes to post, race 2 Mountaineer. We'll start with some buyer. We'll start with some buyer figures. Coming out of the last race, the 3 has a faster race than the others significantly, followed by the 2. The 6 has a race 3 back that is faster than the 3. Who open now? The 6 Galileo's Affair opens 3-1, currently 5-2. And one thing to keep in mind is sometimes people are swayed when they see a horse had a big last race, faster than all the others, and they assume that logically it's going to do the same thing all over again. And that rarely happens, especially when a horse runs a career best. Usually after a big figure, you can look for the horse to take a step back, unless it's a real high caliber horse who is very consistent. You usually see that with allowance or stakes horses. where you can depend more on their performance. They're more consistent runners. So don't get hoodwinked into thinking just because it ran a big race, it's almost a shoo-in to run it again. And that's what people seem to be thinking here, who have this one at 1-2 now. On the other side of the coin, the same holds true for a horse who ran an off race. It seems to be going in the wrong direction. The last race seemed on the slow side. So you say, it can't do it again. This one's too slow. Look at the last race. You got to look at the running line of the horse, because these horses tend to run in cycles. They run in patterns. See what they've done in the past. Maybe it has slow race. It needed time to recharge a little bit, and now it's due for a big one. So keep that in mind. Don't go dead red based on the last race and only the last race. You want to look back and see how this horse performs. Some have a really good race. They take 2 steps back, and then they explode forward again. Some run a good race, a bad race, a good race, a bad race. That's a popular pattern. Watch that. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's go to the PPs. Hey, Jerry, how's it going? And the Daily Double is paying $15. One of the Daily Double is paying $15. Crazy. Yeah, I missed on that Daily Double. I put in one. I played against it. That was my play, 6-7 with 135. Do you know, Jerry, that I guess you saw it, that one horse opened at 20. It was 0-29, 0 for 29 maiden, and the trainer was 0 for 35. So the two of them together finally broke through. Yeah, that one, finally broke through. Congratulations to the Connections. Good to see you, Jerry. You in there? You in there tonight? The one in the second. Sorry. Oh, okay. I was talking about the first race. Where are you? Let's go back here. What's up, Al? One in the Daily Double is paying $15. Could not bet the one in the. I couldn't bet it either. Yeah. One in the six. I landed in the double of the 1, 3, and the 5. Let's go see here. 25 to 1, 24 to 1. Let's go to the PPs, okay? We got 13 minutes to post. I'll see if I can get Mark's picks in there. One is 4 for 9 at. That one's going to come down, believe me. 4 for 9 at Mountaineer. 8 for 22 with the distance, 3 seconds and 3/3. Let's look at 2. 2 has won. This is a 1-mile race. So this is one to be careful with because, again, I mentioned this the other day. I mentioned this last night. Mountaineer has a weird shape to the track. The first turn is narrow, and so the outside horses can have trouble, get strung out wide. They don't have time to cross over really when the race is longer here. And it has Mountaineer has a wide second turn, a tight first turn and a wide second turn. And the pace, fairly quick early. At the distance is 1/8 of 22 with 3 seconds and 3/3. 2 is a closer. Three for 12 at Mountaineer with 2 seconds and a first. At the distance, 1 for 5. Let's look at that 3. Now the 3 is, of course, taking a lot of money now because it ran one of the big last races. And here's what troubles me about the 3. The 3 has every time the 3 runs a big race and wins, it takes a significant step back afterwards. I get one on August 21st. One in August of 2021 with a 75 figure by 2.5 lengths. Then the next it ran a 75. The next race it ran a 69 and ran third. Then in October of the same year, it won by open lengths, 4.5 lengths, ran a 76. And the next race it ran a 52, finished second, seventh, and finished 26 lengths back. Then it finished second in a race in July of this year, ran a 72, just missed, and the next race it would get rest and ran a 63. Then it ran a 61. Now the last race, which was October 17th, it won by 9 lengths, 9 3/4 lengths, which means it's probably going to take a step back. If it takes a step back, that opens the door for the 1 or the 2 more. So that's what we got about the 3. It doesn't follow up the last race, a big race, with a good one. At Mountaineer, though, 19 races, 7 wins, 6 seconds, and 4 thirds. In the money 18 times out of 19. And 7 for 20 distance, 16 out of 20 times in the money. It has the highest power rating of 107.6. We're through the first 3. And okay, let's get some picks here. Let's get some Mark's picks, 3612. Let me put that up for you. Mark's the track analyst at Mountaineer. 3612. Mark is the track analyst at Mountaineer. I noticed that when we get a few minutes before post, when he starts whispering about a horse, when Mark starts whispering about a horse a few minutes before post, what about the number 4? And those are the ones to watch out for. Not really these, the early ones. We didn't really see him do any damage last night. But this is Mark Patterson, the Mountaineer track analyst picks. And right now we are 8 minutes to post, and we're still breaking down this race. Now, Jerry, notice how the 1 is still up there at 25-1. Number 4. Okay, let's talk about my number 6. I'm on the 1, the 3. I'm not throwing out the 3, but maybe I'll use it underneath in an exacta. Because it has been in the money almost every time at Mountaineer, except 1. Now the 4, the 4 is 2 for 36 lifetime, 1 for 14 in Mountaineer. The numbers really did win 4 back, but the race was too slow to take this. Not as fast as the others. Number 5. The 5 is the one that I was looking at. The 5 has big early speed. Has won once here in the morning, 4 of 8 at Mountaineer. Has won 2 of 11 at this distance. And has wired the field here at Mountaineer on July 27th, and nearly wired it again before finishing a close second on October 4th. And since then, it ran a little bit, through its bad race last race, where it got out quick, finished 4th, 5 up. Got beaten by the 1, by the way, in that race. But I think this one is due for a rebound. Trainer Jamie Poole, 13%. Jockey Andrew Ramjeet, 15%. So I landed on 135. What I do with it, I'm not sure. 6 Galileo's Affair. Never raced at Mountaineer. Ivan Calderon, 18% trainer. Angel Diaz, 18% jock. Now this one goes into Ivan Calderon's barn, who is a high percentage trainer, so it's a positive trainer switch. Hasn't had a workout since April. 7-year-old, 11 for 70. Must have been good at one time. 259K in winnings. 11 out of 70. I used to be a contender. I'm not going to go with it. This horse has not won in ages. It would have a repeat of race 3 back. And it's a closer. And it's outside. I really don't like it. They got that tight turn. I think it's going to lose ground unless they try and get to the rail early. 6 Galileo's a fair. I don't like it. 7 check 6, too slow. 8 untapped energy. We might have something here. Luis Batista, the jock, 20%. Jay Bernardini, name of a horse. 16% trainer. Starts outside, has won 6 of 23 at Mountaineer, 6 seconds, 2/3. Okay, so we see the contenders I like. I know I don't like 3 to win. I think it's going to regress. I'm playing against Galileo's Affair, who's at the board 5-2. Why is the 1 so high? Do I get scared off because of the board? Oh my God, my 8 is scratched. That makes it much, much easier. I didn't see it scratched earlier. What the hell? So the one I was just falling in love with. This is a pass race, really. Galileo's Affair. One-time great horse. Silver package, dead on the board. I got a quandary here. Anyone have any picks? This guy likes 3 and he likes 3-6. How chalky can Mark possibly get? The big favorite over the second choice, over the 1. What do we do with this? What do we do with this? Take a look at one more thing. I'm going to go back to the buyer figures. What about the 2? Let's go back and look at the 2 again one more time. All right. Right this way. We're going to do a pair of exacta boxes. I like 5 with its early speed. Race. Let's check this. Race 2. Exacta. Here we go. Exacta box 256. All right. I'm landing on the 2. The 2 seems like a consistent one. I'm considering that the favorite has been following all of its big races with a massive regression in the race that follows. I like 5 because 5 has a superior early speed. 6 switches, used to be a big money winner and switches to a better trainer. And 1 has been dead on the board. So I'm concerned about that. Okay, these are fillies, huh? Are they? Our flirtation, yeah, Estrella. 6 drops back. 1 goes to the front, and there goes my early speed, the 5. 5 is a white horse. Let's see, they go around the. Look at the 1 go, trying to run away. You see how quickly they went into that sharp turn? One is on the board at 13-1 after opening 5-1. You got 2 bombs up front, a 13-1 over 45-1. Here comes the 3. Here comes 6. Here goes 6, and he runs by the 3 like he's standing still. How many white horses do we have in this race? Looks like 2. Okay, we got the 6 coming. I like that. Need one of my. We need the 1 to fade and one of my other ones to get up there. Okay, the 6 is coming. The 3 is no good for me. The 1 is starting to be reeled in. Here comes the 2. 2 is starting to come. Come on. 1 runs away with it. Look at this. The 1 got bet down to 3-1. When the gate opened, what was he, 10-1? I would have hit that double if one of those other dogs came home. 1, 6, 2. 1, 6, 2. The 5 let me down. I went with the wrong one. I had 1, 3, 5 in the double. Good job, number 1. You see how that board changed? It's no photo of that. And see how the 3 regressed? All horse racing all the time. I'm your host, Al. This is a show for horse racing fans and horse players alike. We do most of our shows live, and where we handicap the races in real time from time the board opens right up until post, handicap the races, open discussion, open chat. I put my plays in. Others share the races along their plays as well. And here we are entering the 3rd race at Mountaineer. I don't know if I'm going to be covering Mountaineer after tonight again. I think on days like this, I'll do a day show, day racing, where they have some of the better tracks running. And stick to the night racing on the weekends when you have your Del Mars and tracks like that going. And higher quality tracks. And what do we have here going? Evangeline Downs. What's going on at Penn National? Are they still going? How long till post time at Penn National? See, now I wrote down the times on a slip of paper because I was thinking of doing both Penn National and Mountaineer tonight. Look at these post times. 1/6 exacta paid 40 for $2. Not bad, not bad. Galileos are fair. And 126 trifecta for 50 cents, 32.40. That was bad. I would have liked to see that a little higher. Al Flirtation was 8-1, but Fashion Fame got bet down to 3-1. For example, the last race, Penn National went off at 720. Mountaineer went off at 725. The next race, National goes off at 749. Mountaineer goes off at 750. Next race, Penn National 816. Mountaineer 815. Virtually the same time. Next race 843 for Penn, 840 for Mountaineer. I can't make quality picks like that. You know, 2 tracks or minutes apart. And finally, when Penn National has its last race at 9:10, it goes off. Mountaineer goes off at 9:05. But you know what? You know what? Let's try something new. Let's go this way. Let me see what the next race is at Penn National. Race 5 and 6. Let's give you a double at Penn National. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's tee it up. I'll get that out of the way, and then I'll go straight to Mountaineer. Penn National, race 5 and 6. I'll give you both of them in a row. Now, granted, I'm not going to just give you something to go by. If you're like, oh, I'm completely lost in that race, I can help steer you at least in the right direction somewhat. So Penn National, race 5. Let's take a look at the field. Penn National, race 5 is a 6 furlong optional claim for $25,000. It's a 6 furlong race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards, who have started for a claiming price of $25,000 or less. Okay, and we got. It's not a gigantic field, so it's a 6-horse field. And let's take a look at this real quick. 6-horse field. I'm looking at the buyer figures. And I'm comfortable that the 1 is probably a toss. I think the 2 is worth looking at. Now, this is by the buyers. Six ran a clunker the last time, but the 2 races prior to that can get it done. And on the flip side, the 3 ran a big one last time, but its last 2 races before that were inferior. So let's go to some power numbers. This is a very, very evenly matched race. 4, Freedom Cheer is the speed of the race, is the early speed, but the 1 can show some speed too. Now, remember, the first race at Parks today that I played, I came in with 2 minutes to post. I hadn't looked over the card, and I did speed handicapping and hit the exacta that returned $66 for $2. And I think we might have a chance to do something like that here with the double. Yeah, we might be able to do something here. Do we play against the 6? 6 never raced at Penn. I'm looking at Penn National, race 5. Jamie Ness, the infamous Jamie Ness from this afternoon. He's 21% at Penn. Oh, God. Drops for this. What is the board? Gotta look at the board. 5-2. All right. Okay. Let's go to race 6. I'm looking at 2, 3, or 5 there, and I'm looking at a daily double play. 1 mile and 70 yards. Let's get this in and get to Mountaineer. Bigger field here. This one will be rough. We're not gonna mess with the double. I don't like that the Jamie Ness is in there. So let's get back to this. Yeah, I'm gonna put in my Penn National play. Jerry, 2-3 exacta box. I'm very close to there. I'm close to you, Jerry, on this. Penn, race 5. Exact. 2, 3 over 2, 3, 5. Penn race 5. Okay, good luck. So we got a Penn National race in there for you Penn National race fans. I was going to go the double, but I don't want to rush it. There's a big field next race for Penn, so I'll try and get the Penn race in, and then I'm going to give it a rest. Maybe I'll come back for one more Penn race. And for this race here, they have the daily double again, but it's such a weak race at Mountaineer. There's 11 minutes to post. Maybe I'll look at that double. There's the 3-horse race here. High Heaven, number 3, has the early speed. And I think I might try and top Ice Foe. Mountaineer, I'll say I would single the 3. I know Ice Foe opens 5-2 and it's 3-5, but let me go back to that a second. I know Ninja Kitten. There's something I like about that one. Yeah, Ninja Kitten is 2 for 2 at the track and did run a big one 2 back, winning easy. Now, the trainer is 3 for 4 here, 75%. Jockey's only 6. Carlos Lopez, the trainer, is 3 for 4 with a second here, and very high percentage. Three hasn't won in ages. I'm gonna just what the hell, and I think the 5 has never raced at Mountaineer. 30% trainer though, with a 20% jock, so people are looking at that. I like the connections. How long is this? 1 mile. Now the 2 ran a bad race, but it was at Mahoning. Let's try this. Let's go this way. Mountaineer. I'm landing on the. I'm going to try something small. I'm going to go with the 2. I like that it's undefeated here, and I like that the trainer is 3 for 4 here, and I like its race 2 back, Ninja Kitten. Do I play the double? Now, there's only 3 horses in this field. Let me go to Ice Flow. I'll tell you a little bit about the others. High Heaven has big early speed, but the numbers overall are low. At Mountaineer, in the 7 out of 12, 2 wins, 3 seconds, and 2/3. And at the distance of 5 starts, 1 first, 1 second, 1/3. 19% jockey Charlie Oliveras, and Jay Bernardini is the trainer, 16%. Did do a wire job in August here, winning by 6 lengths. It had Batista on it, though. The last couple of races were slow, but in a 3-horse race, is this one just going to try and break free and run away? Like a match race or something. Something like what that 10 did last race. I'm going to go this way. We're going to talk daily double for a second here, since this is a daily double race. I've landed on 6 next race. I know it's not the favorite. How much time do we have to post? Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions about a horse? We got Penn National. They're going to be going off at 7:49, and our race here in Mountaineer goes off at 7:50. So I guess I'll watch one on TV and one. You watch both at the same time? Let's look at the payouts here. And it's 6 just in front. Number 3, probables, probable pace. What's going on here? Two with 6. And 3 with 6. My play here at Mountaineer is 2-3. DD of 2-3. I'm going against that one. That big show up 2-3 with 6. How close are we to post at oh, we're gonna have time. I think we may have time to get in the double play at Penn National. It looks like they have a delay over at Penn National. There's still 3 minutes. That's a very evenly matched race. Looking at number 1, Bonita Lassie in race 6 at Penn National. It has the highest ranked power rating. Raced 19 times at the track, won 6, finished second 4 times, and finished third 5. Our trainer is Mark Salvaggio, 25% trainer and 22% jockey. Julio Hernandez, in the money 10 or 14 times at the distance. Very competitive race. Runs here lost by a neck 3 back at this distance. And it just runs well here at this track. Wire the field. He can run out front. He can run from, that's a 1.7 mile allowance. Purse 20,000. I'm not gonna. I don't have enough time to look this over. Yeah, I have an idea. I gave one pick for. I don't want to steer anybody wrong. All right, they're finally out there on the track. Still 3 minutes to go at Mountaineer. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow is actually the day before Thanksgiving in the United States anyway, the biggest party night of the year. You would think it was New Year's Eve where people just go crazy. No, it's the day before Thanksgiving. That is the most active evening for celebration and going out and or doing whatever. Day before Thanksgiving. Big travel day if you're traveling. Excuse me, most people did their traveling today. If you're traveling, safe travels. So yeah, Thanksgiving week. Then Friday, Black Friday. So, this is today and tomorrow are the perfect days to play the races. This way you can make extra money for Black Friday. After this race, I'm going to heat up the coffee. You see on TV, I'm watching FanDuel. FanDuel, they have a racing channel. It used to be, they don't show TVG here anymore on Fios. And they use FanDuel. And they're showing a split screen. On one side, it's Mountaineer with 0 minutes to post. On the other side, it's Penn National with 1 minute to post. So it's perfect. We can see 2 races at the same time. Those of you, if you didn't see how Jerry has put in his pick at Penn National, a 2-3 box. And I almost have the same bet as Jerry. If Jerry wins, I win. I have an exacted 2-3 over 2-3, adding the 5 for second. So 2-3 over 2-3, 5. At Mountaineer, race 3, I just have a daily double 2-3 with 6. And 6 is not the favorite next race. 6 opens 8-5, and number 3 opens 7-5. I believe this is number 3. So this race is a crazy one. I'm going against the chalk. I don't know if the 5 is 1-5. If there was ever a time, Ninja Kitten number 2, undefeated here, and High Heaven number 3 has the big early speed edge. I'm trying to get it home. Ice Flow, the 5, 1-5. I talked about this here. The big last race. Before that, the 2 races before the last race, it's not going to beat either of the other ones. But a big speed figure, buy a speed figure of 58, right? So everyone figures, oh yeah, he's going to repeat that. And I'm playing against it. And I love that Ninja Kitten is 2 for 2 here. I love the trainer has won 3 of 4 here and has a second place finish. And I love the fact that number 3 has early speed. So I'm taking them both. I'm using it with 6, who does well at this track next race. And I'm taking the 6, who opens 8-5. I'm taking the 6 to beat the 7-5 favorite. And it looks like they're in at Penn National first. And here, Jerry has a 2-3 box. I have the 2-3 over 2-3, 5. No, it looks like they're going to be in at the same time. I have 2-3 over 2-3, 5 exactly. Good luck, everybody. Let's bring it home. They seem to have trouble loading the horses here at Mountaineer. I never saw a track where they're constantly circling behind the gate before they get in. Why are they doing that? I think the track that I see that they have the most trouble getting the horses into the gate is Parks. See, I don't know what's with the loading crew over there. And they're off. There goes 3 with the big early speed. What is the delay? Why are they not showing the split screen? I'm getting delays here on my feed. 3 is leading, followed by 5. Now my 2, 3 has the big early speed, remember, and he's down, bet down to 5-2. The favored 5 is 3-5. Here comes Ninja Kitten, undefeated on this track. Bet down to 2-1. I need 2 or 3 to get it done. And it looks like the 5, Ice Flow, has dropped out of the race. We are going to win the first leg of the daily double. Ice Fog has vanished from the field at 3-5. He will never make up this ground. He would have to be Secretariat, and Secretariat could never get back on this. And it looks like we're going to get it done. Looks like we're going to get it done. And they're still trying to get in the gate at Penn National. I don't know what happened there. You know, my screen froze for a second. And now we need 2-3 over 2-3-5. Okay, the 3 wins at odds of 5-2. And next race, we need the 6 to complete the double. And now we're on to Penn National. And they're off. Excellent. Okay, we're on the board now. Okay, 1-6 so far at Penn National. We need 2-3. Jerry needs 2-3 boxed. I need 2-3 over 2-3-5. Exacta City. Now, our first crack since all horse racing all the time at Penn National. And the 3 comes roaring up on the outside. And the 2 is running between horses. 1 and 6 still leading the way. Here comes my 5. Come on, 3. They're coming like across, stacked across. Now the 5 looks like it's going to come to the. Here comes 3, and here comes 5, and here comes 2 up the rail. Get by that 1. Come on, somebody do something. 2-3, 2-3, 2-5, and we got the exacta. Our first exacta hit at Penn National. Play at Penn National is a winner. 2-3 over 2-3-5. Who would have thought that my first victory would be at Penn National tonight? All right, we're on the board. What is that exacta going to pay? Our first play of since we opened the new channel, all horse racing all the time, at Penn National. Surprise play, 2-3 over 2-3-5, and we connect. And the payout on that exacta is going to be, and we just connected with our first leg of the daily double at Mountaineer, so we get the double dip here. Penn National. And yes, we will do Penn National next race. Race 5, pools and doubles, probably not going to pay much. Or is it 3-5? Hey, $31.80 for $2. $31.80 exacta. Hey, just look at that again for a second. 31.80. Hey, so that's $15.90 for a buck. For $4, $15.90 about a profit. $15.90 a profit of $11.90. So I'm gonna reheat this coffee. Yes, 33-1. I think good call. Oh, it was 2-5? I thought it was 3-5. Oh, I didn't realize that. Let me go back here for a second. Again, I'm 33. Hey, so that pays for a $4 play. That pays 38.80. Thanks, Jerry. Holy smokes! Thank you. I see it now here. All right, first play at Penn National. All right, 67.60 exacta, 38.80 for a dollar. All right, good call. Thanks, Jerry. 2-5. Okay, let's see what happens now. Now I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna reheat my coffee. Heat my coffee. Um, I'll give you a heads up. Be right back. Race four pick. $126 for $4. Yeah, Jerry, you bring up an excellent point here. And I think it's something I have not touched upon yet since doing the show. So I'm glad you brought it up here. Some races are worth stepping on. Like I said, 1860 for a dollar, or 33.80, and whatever it was. No, 66, whatever. The power of multiplication. For $4, that's 160 something dollar exacta, right? $126 for $4. You paid it for $8, you're pocketing 250 something dollars. So if you feel strongly about a race, sometimes you're better off covering the way Jerry's talking about right here and passing on some of the garbage races where maybe you might be boxing 4 horses for $12 or whatever the hell, or 24. Loading up on you're very comfortable with, that you feel is a strong play. Thanks for bringing that up, Jerry. And I'll be back in a second. I have some coffee. And race 4, I'm on number 6. If you want to start looking at that, and I'm going to handicap Penn National first, since this race I feel very strongly about, and I don't think it requires as much looking over. And then the other race at Penn National that I want to look at, the only one, the one that looked interesting to me after the 6th race there, is the 8th race. We'll get back to Penn National for its finale. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. Heating up some coffee, making a pit stop, and be right back. And we're back and better than ever. See the cup? Make it happen. Let's make it happen. If anybody has any questions about any horses I don't mention, I try and touch a little bit on them all. By all means, ask away. They have a race. They're approaching the gate at Indianapolis. Now, I didn't look at this race. I didn't see any PPs. I have no idea what these contenders are. It's a nice size field. This looks like an interesting track to play. I bet the payouts are pretty good over there. Let's look at the buyers figures real quick, and let me see if I can make this is more a mind bet than anything else. Because I'm just going by the buyer figures. This is race 12. It's their last race of the day, and it's for it's a 330-yard race. First-time starters. All of them are first-time starters. No idea. I'm not going to bother with this. I have nothing to go by. I'm not familiar with these trainers. It's 330 yards. 5 is favored, Fly the Coop. What about a 2-4-9 box? Mind bet. 2-4-9 box. They're getting in the gate. Race 6, Horseshoe, Indianapolis. 2-4-9 box. Exacta box. No, I'm not betting it. No, I'm not suggesting anyone bet it. Let's get back to business. Let's get to Penn National. Before we go to Penn National, let's check in at Mountaineer to get that race out of the way since there's 6 minutes to post. I'm on the 6, 8-5, down to 5-2. The 3, up to 5-2, and the 1 and the 3 horse, the favorite, is 4-5, open 7-5, and the 3, everyone's going by that. I'm on the 6 here, folks. Now I might as well tell you why, because I'm looking at the buyers. When I say 2-4-9 box in this sprint, there goes the 2. 2 is leading. 2-4-9 box. Here comes the 9. 2-4-9. 2-4-9. 2. Oh, you might have hit it. Oh, that's a photo finish. Unless the 1 held on, that's going to be a head bob, folks. Either we got this exacta mind bet. Holy smokes. See the 2? I think the 2 won. I'm keeping an eye on the 1 here. Here comes the 9. Two got there, but it's between the 1 and the 9. It looks like the 1 held on. Rose's Gallery. I think what people are looking at, ran its biggest race at Mahoning Valley, the last 2. At Mountaineer, it didn't run as quick. It had 2 second-place finishes, 3 and 4 back. And this is a 6 furlong claim or 4. 4K. You can have these horses for 4K. And now, why did I go with the 6? Those are the 2 standouts, 3 and 6. You got to go a few races back. Has a 28% trainer in Juan Silva. Jockey Gabriel Lagoons, 21% jock. Claiming races, Juan Silva, 24%. Second race after the claim, wins 31% of the time. And at Mountaineer, has been on the board 11 out of 16 times, including 2 winners, 4 seconds, and 5 thirds. Now I'm looking more at the races 3, 4, 5, 6. It did run a 92, 7 back, winning by 7, and it has good early pace. Okay, and now the 3 also has good early pace. The 3 has only run about 5 times and has never put up numbers as good as number 6. Number 3 is in 5 races, has been on the board every time, but 2 seconds and 3/3. At the distance, did run a big race a while back. This is a 6-year-old. It's not even showing on the chart here. It did have a big race, a 2 back, winning by 8 3/4 at this distance, but at Mahoning. So I like the percentages of the jockey trainer on the number 6. I like the fact that it has big back races. I like the fact that it ran a good last race, finishing second here. And I like the fact that it has solid early speed. These have very close power ratings. Rose's Galaxy, the 3 does have a higher power rating, 118.8 to just in front, 115.9. But this is only a 2.9 point difference. Whereas the third one, Dr. Lee, is almost 10 points less than those. Dr. Lee, Dr. Lee's a nice horse, not as fast as the other best. 13% trainer, Terry Crago, and a 9% jock. And this is a closer at a 6 furlong race. And it's not for me. It's not for me. It was between the 3 and the 6, and I went with the 6 because the 6 has won here. It's run more times here. And Batista's a jock. Shane Speece, he's a 13% trainer on number 3. Rose's Galaxy is a 13% trainer. It does have a Luis Batista on this one, who has won the last 2 at Mahoning. And before that, he seems to be a second or third place. Other than that, he's finished second, third, and second with Batista at Mountaineer. So we're going with the connections and the back numbers of just in front. 1 minute to post. Don't look. I didn't see. What's the finish over there at Indianapolis? I'm like geared in over here now. Now I don't even know if I'm going to have time to go over and play the 6th race, the 7th race at the 6th race at Penn National. I'm at 2 minutes to post. Let's see if I can give a quick play here. 9 horses, 2 minutes to post. I'm looking at the buyers. Very evenly matched. Very evenly matched. Let's see if we can get it in here. Mile and 70 allowance. 1 mile. Who's good at the distance? Who's good here at this track? That's what I'm looking at now. We have a couple of speeds signed on. Katie the Cat. Homedale Park. Okay, Katie the Cat. What number is she? Okay. Excuse me. All right. Penn National. Do we have time? Penn National. Penn race 6, 1, 2. I think this is it. I want to make sure. No. It's too chalky. 1, 6, 1. Same type of play. No one will be able to get this in, but you'll see who I would have went with. Penn 1, 6 over 1, 6, 7. Mountaineer got to be close. Mountaineer, I got the 6 in this race. 3 is the big chalk. I need the 6 to complete the double. They go into that wide turn. Save ground, 6. Don't try and lose ground. You're going just as fast as he is right now. Nope, it doesn't look like he's going to get there. Not going to happen. It was a good try. Ran him off his feet. Now the question is, does 6 hang on for second? Batista hot tonight. Now the question is, Giacomo, hey. Hey, Giacomo, good to see you. Penn? Did the Penn race go off yet? Penn National. Okay, it looks like they're just getting in there. Perfect. Okay, I'm on Penn 1, 6, 1, 6, 7. Exacta, Jerry 2, 6. Looks like a 2, 6 box of Penn. Good luck, Jerry. Giacomo, good luck. Thanks for joining us. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, we're actually covering Penn. I want to know who won that. I think that 3 is going to fade. One 6 over 1, 6, 7. Let's see if we can make it 2 for 2 at Penn National. Katie the cat. That's another thing. A lot of people love those cat horses. They love the gray horses, the cat horses. Here comes 7. I have 7. 7 for second is good. Katie the cat looks like he's fading. 7 is really moving. I think it looks good so far. 7 looks like he's moving to the rail. Uh-oh, they're gaining on 7. 7, just focus on 1. Don't worry about the 4. Nope, not gonna happen, folks. Here comes the 6. Coming back again? What is with the 6 dropping back and now coming on again? Oh, all right. We gave it a shot. We're not going to look at Penn again until the 8th race. All right. On to race. Okay, we missed on the double with the 6. Couldn't beat the chalk. Who do we have next? We're halfway. We got half the races left at Mountaineer. That 3-6 exacta for $2 paid $8.40. The daily double with the 3. See? The 3, that 3080 should have just used the damn yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about it. Yeah, got a little too cute there. But you know what's crazy? That 7-5 wound up 9-5. And the horse I bet, that 6 just in front, when the gates opened, it wound up being the 4-5 favorite. So I guess the public saw some of the same things I saw, and it just didn't deliver. And pools and probables, I don't know what let's see, 16 minutes to race 5. 3 scratches this race, but don't get discouraged because we have nice fields in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And in this race, we have five entries. And this is race 5, Mountaineer, 16 minutes to post. And what do we got? So we got in 2 races at Penn National. We did have the winner, though, right? I think the one won that race, Bonita Lassie. So let me just double check this here. I think we have a nice winner on the show here, I believe. Giacomo. No, let me go to Penn here. I don't want to leave anybody out. Bonita Lassi and Giacomo, great job, 100 to win. Giacomo, suddenly the big man here, great job, comes into the show, calls it. I hope everybody played along. Great call, Giacomo. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for giving out the winner. Tremendous job. I love it. See, we got good players here on this show. And Giacomo, 100 to win. Great job. What do we got? Okay, we're going back to Mountaineer. Getting closer to post time. We're 14 minutes from post time. And we only have 5 entries, but then it gets better. And the only multi-race play you can play here at Mountaineer, this is one of the reasons I'm not crazy about Mountaineer, and I'll probably switch off Mountaineer next week. Probably stick to day tracks during the week, maybe like Parks, one of those tracks. Parks I'm very familiar with for day racing, and they have big cards, so those make for interesting races. So maybe I'll be doing Parks early shows during on these days when Del Mar or Aqueduct, the evening tracks. I'll probably look for Del Mar on the weekends, somewhere along there. I'll have to keep an eye on the schedule. Okay, we have 5 entries here, but the last 3 races are good. Only multis are a pick 4. Let's bring up our PPs. We'll go back to Penn for the finale. And we're not playing the next race there. Okay, now we got some scratches. Our scratches are number 1, 2, and 5. So count them out. 1, 2, and 5 are scratched. The 2 would have been the second choice. 2 is big early speed horse. Wow. Inside. Second race, this is a mile. This is an allowance race. This is one of the big races at Mountaineer. 8 allowance race, $18,800 purse for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. 3-year-olds, 121 pounds, older, 123 pounds. And of course, if there's a bug jockey, you get a weight break. Shack of Life is getting a weight break. It comes in at 115. Well, no, it's because he's a 3-year-old. Anybody see anything out there? Let me know. 3 looks too slow. So far, 4 is jumping off the page at me here just by the numbers of the speed figures. 81, 71, 74, 76. And the Indian Empire, number 4, at Mountaineer, on the board 7 out of 8 times, but get this, is won 4 out of 8 here. Trainer Jennifer Johnson, 12% trainer, and Eddie Hirado, 14% jock. Highest last race speed rating, won last race at Mountaineer. Allowance, early speed and running style helps the chances. Best dirt speed is close to the average winning speed. Looks real strong by the numbers. Number 6 has some nice numbers. An Indian number 2 is 1 for 1 at this distance, and ran career best race last race. Wired the field at this track at 1 mile. Now this one, that Indian Princess, has wired the field before here, going back to May 30th of this year. Nearly wired the field and won here on May 10th. I mean, this one loves this track, Indian Empire. 8. Can anyone run with it? What if that last race took something out of Indian Empire? Because that last race was less than 2 weeks ago. Before the 81 was running 71, and it ran a mile for the first time. And it won, and it did its career best running. Does number 4 have anything left after the last race? Six has never run, is a sprinter stretching out. 7 looks, 6 has nice numbers. Don't get me wrong. Number 7 was lost to Indian Empire by 7 last race. How about Suleiman, the closer? Number 8. Is 8 scratched? Let me just check before I do any homework on this. Since there are others who like to run quick early here, I think I may go with Suleiman, the closer, who was 2 seconds in 2 races at Mountaineer and 2 seconds in 3 tries at this distance. I think it benefits from the pace. It's a decent early pace. Suleiman has a good closing kick. The distance is 2 seconds out of 3 tries with nice numbers, including last race. Okay, granted, it came in second and it lost to Indian Empire by 2.5. But this one has doubled up strong races. And the trainer is Gregory Viandas, who is 19%, and the jockey is Orlando Bocachica. Orlando Bocachica, solid jockey. Limited action here, though. 4 races, a win and a third, 25%. Now, Suleiman is making, he had been running at Charlestown. Mountaineer, it seems to run well at Mountaineer. Last 2 races at Mountaineer came in second both times. The first time was in October, finished second by a neck. And its last race, November 9th, where he was defeated by Indian Empire, went off at 1.5 to 1. Lost to Indian Express. Was Indian Express favored in that race? Indian Empire? No. Was actually 2.2 to 1, but it fired a career best. I'm actually going to lean. I'm not crazy about an exacta play. How much time do we have to post? See, the 8 is on the board at 9 to 5 now. Four jogs at the mountain, race 4. Hey, Austin, how's it going? Four jogs at the mountain. Indian Empire ran that big one. I think I'd just go 8. Do I want an exacta? Let me see the will pays. Let's look at the pools. There's no show betting in this race, folks. 8 is taking all the money in the place betting. Let me get a closer look at the 6. I'm definitely playing against the 4, Austin. Good to see you. How's it going, man? 4 jogs at the Austin. He's knocked some out of the park here before. It's minutes to post, and I'm just going to keep it single. One horse at Mountaineer. Who's the one? There is no one. Mountaineer. Shack of Life. That one is scratched. But I think what we're going to do here is we're going to keep it simple. Race 5 at Mountaineer. We're going to go that way. Eight is on the board at 8-5 right now. I expect those odds to drop. Tomorrow we're going to be going live. We're going to be going live for Churchill Downs. The post time is 11:30, so probably be going live around 11:10 in that area. So check the scheduling, check the channel. Race 6 at the Mountain. Oh, okay. Let me take a look at that horse since we probably have some time. Okay, I'm going to bring up, I'm going to take a look at the 6 horse right now, Justin. Shackleton. Shackelford, great sire. 16%. Jay Bernardini trainer. Luis Batista, 20%. Oh, this is that 2 furlong race. Now, it got beat by 2 others in the last race, but it was, I guess, a wire job. Looks like it finished 3rd by a length. Am I going to have time to look this over? At Mountaineer, 9 wins and 30 tries. 5 seconds and 6/3. So in the money 20 out of 30 times at the distance. Hasn't really excelled at the distance, but it's a okay. 4 races, 1 second, 1/3. Let's look at that favorite, Inspiring Justice, while we're at it. 87. That 4 is going to be tough. It's beat the one already, but why would the 4? Sean Fairman, 67%. Okay, we'll get back to that. Okay, we still got a little time to look at this. They're not in the gate yet. Who has the big early speed? The speed edge. Is any of these going to get an edge? The 4 has big early speed, but it ran its eyeballs out last time. And this trainer, first race after the claim for Sean Fairman, wins 20%. Inspiring Justice, number 4 at Mountaineer, 8 wins, 8 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds. The 3, not the 3, the 8 has good early speed. At the distance has won 2 of 8, 4 seconds and 1/3. That's going to be a tough race, Austin. But it has the inside, which is good. 6, Win Place Mountain. And what are the odds on that 6? You get it, you'll get paid. You got a good jock. Rail Post winning 24%, 19% trainer claiming, finished third. I think you got a shot. Betting $25 exacta 4-3. Good luck, Jerry. I think you got a shot. I made my pick here. I didn't bet. I made my pick here. I like 8 to win. I like 8 best. Mountaineer exacta box 1-4-20. Good luck, Giacomo. You had that nice hit before. Great job. Keep it going. We'll be going live tomorrow. Churchill Downs. Post time is 11:30, so we'll be on a little bit before then. 10 races. Day before Thanksgiving. Make it happen, everyone. Good luck. Jerry, good luck. Rooting for you guys. I have no skin in the game for this one. Too short a field, too tight. No real strong opinion. I'm going for the closer, number 8. Here's my pick, number 8 to win. I think it's going to close into it. Let's get some odds. 2-1 on Sulman. 3-4. Oh, got to root for you, Jerry. Make it happen. I could see it. I could see. I'll tell you what. If the 3 repeat runs a repeat and 4, let's get good luck, everybody. One 4. I guess that's for next race. Okay, because Matt. What happened? We have a little problem here. There goes 4. Go 3. I got the 8, no bet. I didn't like the race. What is this 7 doing up there? 37-1. Here comes the 3. Three, 4. That 3 is coming. I think you're home, Jerry. Yes. Excellent. Jerry. Magnificent job. Magnificent job. Make it happen. Jerry made it happen. I love it. We have a big winner here, folks. And the 8 just couldn't get it done. I'm glad I didn't bet on that race. And Jerry is glad he did. I think that makes him a big winner here. $20 exacta 4-3. $26 for 2, not bad at all. Not bad at all considering 4. Nice call, Jerry. And Austin weighs in. Austin, no stranger. Had a 21-1 winner he called. He gave out here on the show the other night. Tremendous. And this race was all about Jerry. And there it is. I'm telling you, he gave out the pick. He gave it out to us all right here, right there for the taking. Now, we're not messing around here, folks. Coffee's getting cold already. I'm going to get some more ice water. I think I'm going to move off the coffee. Let me just look at something for a second. I just wish I put a little on the 4-3 like Jerry. Good job, Austin. I'll tell you what, that 4, that was not a bad payout. 380 for that, almost double the money. What bank is going to pay that? Tremendous. The 3 is 6-1. That's not a bad payout for a 5-horse race at all for the exacta with the favorite winning. So we got 18 minutes to go. I'm going to get some ice water, and I'll be back in a second, and we'll get to race 6. And there's talk here on the 1. I'll give my selections when I get back. We have pick 3 wagering, folks, so I'm going to put together a pick 3 play for this race. And we got plenty of time for post, 17 minutes. So I'll be back in just a few. And we are back, and we have some big plays here in the house. Let's see. I saw it earlier. We've had some big winners here tonight. Ooh. Mountaineer 1-4. Box 20. Not. Marley's late scratch 1. Ooh. Ooh. Thanks for the heads up there. Let's check this out. 1 is scratched. Oh, I guess that's late. All right, on to race 6. In race 6, 1 is scratched. I'm still seeing it on the board. What's going on here? Why are they not reporting this? 10 minutes to post. Oh, race 6. All right, 3 races to go. Okay, what do we got? Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're down to the last 3. They have pick 3 wagering at Mountaineer. And we're taking a look at this now, about 10 minutes to post. Now, this is one of these 2 furlong races. 1 bad step and you're out of the race. Pick 3, the 4 did have 1 big race. It's won 5 of 8 here. Trainers 27%, Sean Fairman. Oliveris, 19% here at the Mountain. Does anybody else have blistering speed? I'm looking a lot at speed here. And track record. I like the 8. It's won 7 of 39 at this distance. Seems to be a specialist at this distance, but I really like the speed. And I like that he's outside, so he really should go unimpeded. Race 2 back, probably gets the job done. So I'm on 4, I'm on 8. Do I do anything with that 1? Now the 1 gets the rail. The 1 is 9 for 30 at this distance. Also has speed. I don't see it. I'm on 4 and 8 here. I'm not trying to eat chalk. But Inspire and Justice, they're all early speed horses, let's face it. Thing is, the 4 just ran so big last time that I'm saying maybe it's not going to repeat this. Last time, now 1 is a 7-year-old out of Shackelford. I'm going to go 4-8. If the 1 beats me, it beats me, and I wish everyone the best that have the 1. Eight How close are they to post time at Penn National? Nine minutes to post. Let's take a look at that one real quick. Penn National, race 8. I promised I was going to make a play on that one. So we stayed true to my word. One mile, maiden, 27K. For maidens, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. Yeah, these are basically a bunch of fillies that don't like to win. One has never run at Penn. Has a 22% trainer in Coba Felix Flores and 13% jock. This is a mile. It's stretching out. It's only run once at this distance. And it finished 7th at Parks. So it's Parks. It's about the same level of play as is Penn. Four seeking arrangement. That one's favored. Another one stretching out. 20% trainer, Edward Allen, and Tyler Connor is 21% as a jock. It has 2 seconds and a third and 3 starts. I like its closing kick, so I think that could do something. What a race. See, now the one is probably going to get a jump on these. That's what, except for the 4. Okay, here's my Penn play. A pair of exacta boxes. Penn race 8. A pair of exacta boxes. 3, 4, and 1, 4. Austin, 4, 5, 6, try key, and 4 to win. Sounds good to me, Austin. Okay, now let's get back to this one. Mountaineer, 1 minute to post. And here's my pick 3 for Mountaineer. Okay, Mountaineer race 8. Race 6. Pick 3, 4, 8 with 6 with just had this up. 7, 8, 9. Mountaineer 6th, pick 3, 4, 8 with 6 with 7, 8, 9. Ice water now. They're lining up at Mountaineer. They're going to go off just about the same time. I wrote down the starting times. 9:05, 9:10. It looks like they're getting in the gate at the same time. Okay, this is that 2 furlong job. Good luck, everybody. I know some of you have the 1 in there. Good luck with the 1. The 1 has the rail. 4 had the big last race. I think the 8 is the most consistent runner here as far as the speed goes. So let's see. Anything can happen. These are exciting races. Oh, look, they're all acting up. Oh, 8 got off slow. Go 1. 5. Here comes 8. Come on, 8, get up there. Are we alive in the pick 3? Did 8 get home? I think we might have got it. Okay, over to Penn. Oh, brother. Oh, that's Evangeline Downs. I'll tell you what, that was too close to call. The 1 looked good there for a while. I don't know how I wound up in the 2 path. I don't like the camera angle at the wire. That's okay, good. They're slowing it down. I think the 1 might have actually. 5. Do you believe this crap? Well, did anyone have the 5? I'm knocked out of the pick 3. 13 to 1. On to the next race. That's the beautiful thing about horse racing. There's always another race. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Tomorrow at Churchill Downs. Post time is 11:30, so we'll be out here a little bit before then. That should be a good card. Really good card. A lot of big races. Penn National. I don't know if this race even went off yet. They haven't showed it. My play here is a pair of exacta boxes, 3, 4, and 3, 1. Yeah, you called it. Damn, you were close, Jerry. Marley, late scratch 1 in race 6. He just said it, but it's not showing up. It's in race 7, late scratch 1. Thanks, Marley. All right. Thanks for the heads up. Everyone, we got people here keeping us informed. Love it. Did they race at Penn National yet? Did I miss the race? Let's go to the board here and see what the hell's going on. Just missed that with that 8. They're in the gate at Penn National. Okay, I got a 3-4 and a 1-4 exact box. Let's see what the heck happens. Good luck, everybody. We had a win here, first play at Penn National since we started the show, and came out of the box. And first race called at Penn National, and I connected on a 66.70 exacta for $2. So let's see. Yeah, I'm basing it on the 4 here. I know we got somebody playing the 1. So good luck, everybody. Enjoy the race. You know, I'll give it my call of the race. No. Okay. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Good to see you. Good luck if you're playing. What's the holdup here? Okay, the 6 doesn't want to get in. 3 is the chalk. Open 7-2. Determined Empire now 3-2. 1 mile, track fast. Purse 27.1K. We're down to the final 2 at Mountaineer. Maybe the last time I play I do a Mountaineer show. I'm not overly thrilled with the Mountaineer racing. Yeah, the quality of the horses, etc. Okay, 1 is up there. 1 followed by 6, followed by 2. Let's go, Mo. 2. 13-1. And that 2. The 1 is bet down to 8-5. The chalk right now is number 3, Determined Empire. 6-5, nowhere to be seen. And my 4 is running in 3rd. And that one seeking arrangement is open 3-1 and not big on the board, up to 5-1. So if he can get up there and win this, I'll get paid. Number 6, High Class Diva, is 11-1. 5 is starting to make a move. That's a 12-1 shot. Give me a break. 4 goes between horses. I like how it looks so far. Uh-oh, somebody's coming here. The 3. Oh, no. Come on, 4. Show some guts. All right, that's it for Penn National. 1 for 3 there. All right, let's get back to Mountaineer. Race 7. Daily double plays in this race. So we'll bring up race 7, and we'll bring up race 8 right away, since we'll see if there's a double play here. In this race, I really landed on the 6. I was singling it in the pick 3. Okay, race 7. Anybody have any questions about a horse or whatever? Let me know. No, I didn't get that one. Who won it? Mountaineer 5 just won that race. You won? Who won? And the other one, Penn National, 3-4 and 1-4. I think it was, what was it? 1-3? All right, on to the next race. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, the 5 won at Mountaineer. Jerry, that 7 looked live there for a while, very close to home. Good job on that 7. Yeah, that's a be careful race. I really would have no business playing a race like that. Okay, what do we got here? On to race 7. We're down to the final 2 of the day. The only thing I think this one looks a little chalky. I think we'll have better racing. No doubt we'll have better racing. Yeah, one's the late scratch. I see that, Marley. Shotoi's Bali would have been 8-1. And the one I had singled in the pick 3, number 6, 82, 62, 80 speed figures, 1-9 on the board, which makes the daily double virtually worthless. Because getting right down to it, there are gigantic favorites in the 8th as well. In the 7th, the 6 is going to be damn near impossible to beat. In the 8th, the same with the 9, Vermont Holiday. I was looking to get cute. I thought 7, Organza, might have a shot in the 8th race to get up there and do something. And since there was a single in the 7th, I liked a little something about the 8, Valiant Mini Star. But we're going to have to see what we can do here. Can we work something out? Is there money in a second place horse? Get one of these. Let's look at the PPs and find out. I threw out the rest of the coffee. I had enough. That was a gigantic mug. Make it happen. We've had some players out here with some nice hits tonight. Big win bet. Giacomo, a big $100. Jerry, big exacta. I had the exactor at Penn, was nice. If I'm missing anybody, let me know, weigh in. All right. The 7 is the early speed. But the 7 opens at 20-1. Let's take a look at Banks Turbo. Has won 3 of 31 at Mountaineer. That's number 7. Fastest race is in 85. At this distance, never won in 13 tries, 1 second and 6 thirds. I run 76. Oh my God. 6 has run a 92 the last race. Didn't with Oliveros up. And the race prior finished 5th with a 72 in Indianapolis. It had Garcia up. But the race before that, it had Oliveros up again and ran a 93, won by 9 lengths. The trainer, Paulo Lobo, wins 54% of the time. 54% of the time. The jockey, Oliveros, 19% of the time. Oliveros, 2 for 2 with 2 blowout victories on this one. And last I saw was 1-9. It's as single as you can get. And the board shows that. Two for two here at Mountaineer, my buddy. 2 for 3 at this distance overall. 3-year-old. Who knows? This might be a special. This eventually might be a stakes horse. And he's running like this at 3. Yeah, it's late 3-year-old. So who knows where they go with this one? Career 6 starts, 3 victories. The other one that looks interesting to me is Spady War, number 4. There's 1 race here, a second. Runs in the 80s. He's been running in the 80s, 84, 82, 88. Trainer is Tina Ranjit. 10% here. Andrew Ranjit. Oh, wow. They must be related. Tina Ranjit and Ranjit, I guess. And Andrew Ranjit is the jockey. I'd like to know their relations. I guess people in Mountaineer are familiar. Maybe not. It's only run once at Mountaineer and has a 2nd place finish, running a 78. At this distance, 6 races, 2 firsts, a second, and 2 thirds. Early speed, not especially, but a nice closing kick. Had a bullet workout at Mountaineer, its last workout, but here's the fly in the ointment. That workout was in July. The horse hasn't had a workout since. A 3-year-old, they don't work this horse out at all. How is this possible? And actually, this one, Spady War, finished 2nd to my buddy at Mountaineer on August 8th. It finished 2nd to my buddy. That doesn't sound too bad, but what does is finished 9 lengths behind the 6, my buddy. Who else? Number 3, Weld. I'm looking for a 2nd place horse that might be, I don't think, that might pay something. Will anybody pay anything? Let's take a look at the payouts. Austin, 6-9 ice cold double at the Mountain. The 9 horses, the light bulb angles. Austin had the light bulb angle. The last time Austin had the light bulb angle, he called a 21-1 shot. So you got to, and Austin's had multiple huge hits here on the show. So hands are almost tied to play that 9 there under the 6. Let's go back and take a look at the 9. Well, the 9 is, do you mean the 7? Oh, double. Okay. Let's look at the 9 here in the next race. Wow. Austin's light bulb is hot, burning bright. Oh, yeah. The 9 is the 9's the other chalk. You're kidding about the light bulb angle, right? I don't know who can touch the 9. You got to love it. But you know what? That's probably automatic money. And let's look at the bulb. Let's look at that, the payouts on that double. For $2, get back 5. So it's just over 1.5 to 1, right? I mean, no bank is going to pay that money. The interesting thing is, the 7 and the 8 are paying a little something here in the double. Do you try and beat the 9 next race? That becomes the question. So I'm looking at that right now. I'm looking at race 8. I'm really not too concerned about race 7. I'm not gonna, beat a dead horse. No pun intended. Power rankings. Race 8. You're on here. You're doing a double dip today. We did Parks, the last 5 races at Parks today. Like I said, I'm doing more live shows now. I'm back going full tilt with all horse racing all the time, and mostly live shows and pre-recorded shows as well. Pre-recorded shows I'll get to open up more and do some talking. Here I'm pure handicapping. I'll add some things in here and there. Pure handicapping, and the time is of the essence because we're going in real time. Only got 20 minutes usually to put something together, and see, I guess there's no scratches in the 9th, in the 8th. Race 7, 1 minute to post. Two minutes to post. None of these horses can touch the. What are the exact odds? Let's look at some odds. Does anything pay anything? 8 with 4 pays 360. Can anyone beat the 4? That becomes the question. Maybe, do we try this? Okay, we will have a play. A hunch play. Hey, Adam, I've got my buddy in a double to return 750. Cash out at 650, stick. Current cash out. If you cash out at 650, I mean, you must have put some big bucks on there. I'd probably take the 650. You never know with horse racing, but my buddy looks like a sure thing to me. I mean, what's an extra 100 at this point? Personally, I'd probably cash out. But this is up to you. It's a tough call because it looks like a sure win. Secretariat looked like a sure win against Onion that time at 1-20 and lost. Your call. I'm not. That's a tough one because it's really not that much of a difference. Adam, he broke his maiden in his 17th start. Oh, okay. That's the light bulb. Mountaineer race 750 to win on 4. Austin, you're right, Al. The 6 can only lose if he misses the break and the jock falls off. Okay, and here's my race 8. Exacta. 6, 7 straight. I go 6, 7 straight just because now I don't have a play-in, but I like the 7. This would normally be a pass race, but for those that are asking my opinion, I think the 7 odds are high, and it's a very fast early. And the race 3 back can do some damage in here, and he'll get some. I'm just curious to see what number 6 can do here. My buddy is 1-9. The 7 Banks Turbo is 42-1. And they're off, and Banks Turbo does show some early lick, but he's outside, and the 6. My buddy B is a white horse. Running second, the early speed. Hang on, 7. Come on. Don't let that 4 get up there. This is going to be the $3 exact, $4 exact. Can the 7 gain on the 4 and sneak into second? Here comes the 7 again. What are the odds of the 2? $6-2. Let's see what this payout is on the 6-2. $10.80. Let's take a look at the 2, who came ahead of the 4. All right. It had some good races. A second to third, a second, a third, a third, a second, a second, a second, a second, a first. Look at that horse. The 2 is hit the board. You know, it's showing here 1, 2, 3. It has the same jockey every single time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's hit the board in the last 10. 1 win, rarely wins. 1 win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds and 3/3. What a classic. I think we saw a special one there. My buddy Bell. I'm curious, did you cash out? Where is this? I've got my buddy Adam. Adam, thanks for weighing in here. How did you do? What was your call on that? Great hit, though, either way. Yeah, that was dominant. That was dominant. Well, we're down to our final race. And you know what? Again, I picked the 6. Who couldn't pick the 6 in that race? We got 1 race left. What is this? They're showing international racing or something here now? I got on the racing channel on TV. I got the ADW on here. $10.80 on the exacta. Race 8, 17 minutes to post. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Early money. Some money here is going on the 8 as well as the 9. In the show win, place, and show pool. Valiant Mini Stars number 8. See, this type of racing is tough, and it can be a little frustrating. Especially for a player like me, I don't like real chalky races, so I try and look for something to make it happen at a track like this. That's why I prefer the larger tracks like Del Mar, and you know what I mean. Del Mar, Aqueduct, Gulfstream Park, yeah, Woodbine. Woodbine is a beautiful track to play. They have trifectas and 20-cent pick threes, so you can get bold. Also, Stevie Wonder could see the 6-horse winning easily at Mountaineer. Yeah, even Stevie Wonder could see that. Stevie Wonder. Now the question is, can anyone come in second to this one? I'm watching the board. 8 with 9 exacta, $16. 9 with 8 exacta, $13.60. I'm looking to see if anybody pays less with the 8 than they do with the 9, and they don't. How about the will pays? Let's talk about that. The daily double with the 9 will return $3.80. The pick three with the 9 will pay $76. The pick 4, get this, how is this possible? The pick 4 with the 9, what lousy prices. The pick 4 with the 9 will pay $31.35. And the pick 5, could you imagine this, hitting a pick 5, a 50-cent pick 5, and getting a return of $96.40? $96.40 for hitting the pick 5. Horrible payouts. Horrible payouts. I think this might be the last, never say never again, as Sean Connery would say, but I think it'll be a while before you see me doing a Mountaineer show again, unless I can help it. Unless everything else gets rained out, and that's our last choice. They're racing at Yonkers right now, harness racing. I don't play harness racing. I know nothing about it. And it came around the turn, and there's a tremendous fog over there. At Yonkers, they go around the track twice. It's a smaller track, but a great facility. They got a casino there. One time I was up a lot of money in the racing, and there was a harness race, and I was like, oh, what the hell? I boxed 5 horses. It was one of the last races of the night. And then I went back to racing just like I'm doing here at Mountaineer and looking at Penn National a bit. And then all of a sudden, I go to enter my bet, and I click on the thing to change the track, and I saw that my balance went up over $700, and I hit the stupid harness race. I didn't even watch it, and there were 2 absolute bombs that came in, and I'm like, holy crap. They do have the 50-cent pick 4 and pick 5. So those are the only reasonable multi-race bets you have. What gets to me about this track, Austin, and everybody else here? They don't have rolling doubles. They don't have pick 3s. At one race, they only have a pick 5. how backwards can they be thinking? They have the lowest pools. The only thing I can think is if they had rolling exotics, these free $4 payouts would probably be $2 because then these players can cover. Look how low the payouts are now, only offering a few multi-race options a day. Now, if they had rolling doubles and rolling pick threes, with these horses, with standout horses like Indian Buddy, that number 6 horse, there would be no payouts at all. I guess their hands are tied. They have to limit the betting options. And the $7,000 pool, $7,000 purse, I can't do this. I can't do this type of racing anymore. I got to stay at the larger tracks. All right, who do we got here? This is crazy. Okay. I can't do it anymore. And I'm sure, you know, most of you, Vermont Holiday, the 9 is 3-5. Can anyone beat Vermont Holiday? I'm going to give you Mark Patterson's picks, 9-7-8-4. Even when I hit that, yeah, that was a great hit though, Jerry. I'll tell you, that was, you made the most out of a track like this. That was a beautiful job. Great job. Keep it going. And here is the pick from track analyst Mark Patterson. Mark Patterson, track analyst at Mountaineer, 9-7-8-4. I didn't put the dash. I'm not going to change it. I want to get to the analysis. 9-7-8-4 for finishing order in this race. Let's get to the good stuff. We have 11 minutes to post. Can anyone come in second? The 9 is now on the board at 1-2. I think we all agree the 9's the fastest horse. But the one thing is, sometimes at Mountaineer, the witching hour, they have some crazy horse come in. He likes the 7 second. In my pick 3, where the 8 just missed, the damn 8 to the 5. I would have had 7, 8, or 9 in this race. And those are the 3 chalks. 7 is currently 6-1, 8 is 3-1, and 9 is now 6-5. Expect that to drop to about 3-5. Seven, if anyone's going to beat the 9, it's the 7. What is the 9-7 exact to pay? $18. And the 7-9 pays $32.50. How about 8-9? Why is 8-9 exacta $21.60? What is going on here? That doesn't seem right. I think for me, I'm looking at a 9-7 exacta straight. Let me see if the 7 can possibly beat it. I don't want to box it if I don't have to. 8. 7 is a closer. 7 usually runs his best races on he runs some. He's never really done anything great. He's would beat the 8 on synthetic or even turf. What's the distance of this race? Race 8, 5.5 furlongs. A claiming race, $4,000. You can have these horses for $4,000. One has early speed, but terrible numbers. Did finish second last race, but 19% trainer, Yendri Pena, and 15% jock, Angelo Stanley. So you got a good jockey trainer percentage, and you got a good early speed. Do we have any other speed horses that can make some noise? Eh. 3 has some early speed. 3 only raced here twice, has high of 57 his last race. That was at 5 furlongs, so I'm not thrilled with the 4. So the 1 and the 4. How about the 5? The 5 has some early speed. Timothy Gilbert, the trainer, has 1 win in 17 tries at this track and did run a 5-year-old. Did run I guess years ago, a 70 speed figure. Probably the speed of the speed. Kevin Gonzalez, the jockey, 9%. The trainer, claiming trainer. Listen to this. In 70 races, Gilbert wins 1%. 6. What about 6? I think 6 might be the pace here. Has 6 races at Mountaineer, a first, a second, and a third. 7 at the distance, same, a first, second, and third. Races 2 and 3 back. Figures to do something. The trainer is very low percentage trainer and jockey. Sarah Stanizek, 4% trainer in 102 tries. And jockey Jose Devilla, 6% jock in 163 tries. We'll be riding this one for the first time. Last 3 races have been at this distance. But again, like I said, 6 tries at Mountaineer, a first, second, and third. And it did win 3 races back here. At this distance, on this track, nice fractions. It's going to run faster fractions than the 7. And he's going to run faster fractions than the 8. The 8's never run at this. 8 has run once at this distance. You know what? Put me in. He has. Now, 9 did win here. Only raced once here. Was on a sloppy track. Before that, it was no great shakes, really. And then 9 is the pace of the race. All right. What does 9.6 pay? Pools. Let's look at the pools. Dixie Diva 6. Starting to take some money in the pools. Fourth in the pools. The 2 is taking a tremendous amount of show money. Loves Tavito. Loves Tavito. Yeah, 2's taking a lot of place money. Let's go back and look at that 2 while we still have 3 minutes. See how I'm doing this? I'm going back and forth to the board. You're seeing exactly what I'm looking at when I'm playing the races if you were right here with me. So you wonder, how do you come up with this horse? How are these angles? I'm talking about the angles I'm looking at, the jockeys, the trainers, how the horse does at the track, the distance, previous races, workouts, and now I'm doing it while I'm actually doing a show. It's usually I'm here, looking at this, well, just looking it over. Now the 2 does have a 7% trainer, Ruiz, Carmelo, Ortiz, and Yamari Correa is the jock. Has been on the board 8 times out of 15 tries here. First, 4 seconds and 3/3. Hasn't won in a while. Hasn't won in, God, over about a year or more. 1 win in 25 tries. No. Yeah, let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. No one's going to get hurt. Good luck, Austin. I'm going to go this way. Race 9. Exacta. 9 over 3, 6. What do I like about these horses? We're up to the last week, a good one. No 0 minutes to post. I like that 3 has early speed and draws inside. Two tries at Mountaineer, has a decent number at this distance. Experience running at this distance. Maybe it gets a jump. I mean, the trainer is 0 for 8, but 13% in sprints. Jockey's 0 for 15. Bad jock. But they got to break through sometimes. Dirt starts, the trainer is 10%. I mean, it's a very unknown jockey and trainer for the most part. Trainer David Hancock, only 8 starts. And the 6 doesn't need the lead, but it has a couple of races, 2-3 back. It's run at this distance 3 times in a row. Low percentage trainer, but a low percentage jock. But again, this one has early pace. It's only 5.5 furlongs. And at Mountaineer, this Dixie Diva is 6 races, has a first, second, and third. And some numbers in here. The numbers 2-3 back can get the job done if 7 or 8 don't bring their A game. And the 9, I just think, is going to be very tough to beat. At the distance, the thing about the 9 is the light bulb angle from Austin. It took 17 tries to finally break its maiden, and it did so in grand fashion. And now they're I mean, the race before that, it damn near did it, led all the way, and then lost by a head. It's no sure thing even this race. If it doesn't, it's only a second race. It took getting on a wet track in Mountaineer to finally break through. Good luck, everybody. It's been a blast. Tomorrow again, we'll be out here for. Can I send you an email about something to do with racing, Austin? Here is my email if you want. Send me. I will respond with a thought if you care. Good luck and blessed happy holidays. Yes, I will send it to you right here. Hang on, I'm gonna send it. I just want to see the start of this race. I'm gonna post it right here so anybody can email me at this email address. So I got 9/3/6. There's the 3. I was talking about the 3 with early speed, and it is showing the early speed. So I have 9/3/6 in the exacta. Good luck, everybody, in the final race here. Three is starting to drift a little bit. Come on, 3. Hang on, baby. Go. Show some heart. You come this far. Don't freaking fall apart now. Is the 4 going to catch this 9? Do you believe this? $29-1. How is this possible? I'll tell you that 9. I got to go back and look at this freaking. Who won this? Hi, Aaron. Okay, just joining. I see a thing Mountaineer does. They don't let you know who the favorite are until exactly it's 0 posts. Yes, I've talked about that. Absolutely. I see horses. I had a 4-1 horse that was when the gate opened and they started the race, and all of a sudden it was 1-9. And that's a routine thing. We had a 1 horse that was 13-1. And as the race was going on, it turned out to be the favorite at 3-1. It's just crazy at this place. I think this is maybe one of the last times I do this show, unless I'm really forced to and nothing else is running. I'm looking for an alternative, maybe Penn National or stick to a date track. I just placed a quick bet on a show that had super high odds, and 2 seconds later, the odds were the lowest. Oh, Aaron. That's Mountaineer. That usually won't happen at the bigger tracks. So you're doing the right thing. You're on the right track. And this place is crazy. Egads. Was it the 4? 4. 4-9. You know what the payout's going to be on this? This is a 200/360 exacta for $2. Okay, let's get back to our video here. Okay. I put in the number 1 to show it was lowest. Does that make sense? I also have my sound off right now, listening to my son's jazz ensemble. Okay, well, you'll probably, if you want to hear what I'm saying about this after the race, go to the end of. Remington. I agree. Remington is a good track. That's another one sometimes, though. What I find with Remington is they have bigger fields, but they have 3 or 4 contenders that are real solid, and the rest of them seem to be fillers. Didn't Remington was running in the afternoon today. Otherwise, I would have went Remington. But Remington's a good track. I definitely prefer it to this track. Yeah, they suck too. Remington, yeah, that's my problem with Remington. They have 3 horses that tower above the others, and the rest look like they can't run a lick. But they do have some good races. Or should I say tricky? No, you're Remington and Penn. And Penn is another. I may have, it looks like the better tracks run in the afternoon on days Monday through Wednesday. I'll probably save the night racing for Thursday through Sunday, or the later races. The better tracks run later, Thursday through Sunday. And maybe stay with the other tracks Monday through Wednesday, earlier in the day, because this, I said yesterday that I was going to do the Mountaineer show tonight, so I did the Mountaineer show. So we stuck with it. And tough to handle. No dollars in the pool. Too many tricky dicky tracks. Yeah, Aaron, the track sucks. Or should I say tricky? It's tricky. Agree, Aaron. No dollars in the pool. That's it. No dollars in the pool. If somebody throws $100 bill in the pool, everything changes. You can swing the board. Aaron, now that I think that California, other big states are using TwinSpires and other big betting sites, they have people watching them closely. Yeah. Since the pandemic, we've got a lot of new horse players out there, and a lot of new horses racing players who were more studious, who take the game very seriously, and they pick it up very quickly. And that's fine. That's all well and good at the big tracks, but not at a track like Mountaineer. It's harness show. Yeah, you might as well be throwing at a dartboard, picking numbers out of a hat, looking for the gray horses or the cat horses. Hey, those are fun. They are fun to watch, especially at the end. What is this racing now here? Oh, they're overseas, folks. And it makes no difference what their stats are. Actually, the first horse races I went to were harness races. And I never went to see a thoroughbred race. And I always felt like I was at a phony horse race with the harness racing. It didn't seem like real horse racing. Of course, I watched the Triple Crowns in the 70s. And I followed horse racing. I didn't bet on it. And I always, finally, when I got to, after a bunch of harness races over the years, I think in the early 2000s, I finally got to see the thoroughbreds at, what was it, Belmont Park or something? And I was like, wow, now this is horse racing. I've watched it on TV for years, just the big races, the Triple Crown. And finally, and then I have never went back. I've been to some harness racing a few times some years back, maybe going back 8, 9 years, Yonkers and Monticello in upstate New York. Maybe one day we will do a harness show. That would be. Do you play at all, Jerry? Harness? Do we even have any harness fans out there? Harness racing runs to form. Austin. So well, it sounds like you guys know your business. It knows you know your stuff with the harness racing. I know in New York, what's his name? I went to the Hamiltonian one year. The guy that when I did bet on harness racing, I know that what's his name? George Brennan, the Minister of Speed, a tremendous jockey, and Jason Bartlett over at Yonkers. I know a few things about harness racing, okay? I'm not totally blind. I exaggerate. But I know the jockeys, but I went over there and I saw George Brennan to the Meadowlands to see him win the Hamiltonian. And he won the other big race. He hit both big one for the fillies and for and the regular horses, whatever they call them. And yeah, George Brennan, the Minister of Speed. Yeah, the first racetrack. I live upstate. Yeah, I'm in Queens. The first race I went to was, and I've been there a few times, and I loved it. And when I went, like my dad gave me, so $20 or something to bet. I was a kid. I was underage. So, but I would look at the form, and I tried to go with the horses that had the lowest times, and I bet them to show. I figured I'd get something done. And I didn't hit a single race, but I had a blast. All right, let me write that down, Austin. Okay, and you got mine, I guess. It's right on the channel name. It's in the channel description to the email liveracing@gmail.com. Yeah, maybe a harness racing show down the road. I mean, that might be interesting. I think it would be interesting. Rosecraft. And I know Woodbine has a good harness track. Don't they offer the 20-cent pick threes there? I played around with that sometimes. Woodbine has a good track, harness track. Just when I want to mess around with some change, a few bucks, and have a little bit of fun. See, I had the 9 on that last one in a simple trifecta. Can you believe that, Aaron? Are games being played there or what? That horse had a mile lead. What, they just hold him back? I mean, come on. There's no excuse for that last race. Let me just bring up the 4 real quick and see if it had it. I closed the PPs out of disgust there. It was a closer. Oh, just about every other horse was better than this one in the race. One win in 33 tries in 4 seconds. Ranked 9th. Yuri Uranga. He was the highlight of this horse, the jockey, 15%. But no, I can't see this. That looks shameful results. I'm sorry. They're drivers, not jockeys. Okay, that's it. You guys know your stuff. The movie Easy Money, where Joe Pesci jumped over the fence after the jockey, the driver was holding back. Hey, thank you. We need winter harness racing here in Russia. Greetings from Russia. Hello, thank you for joining us. Harness racing. Welcome aboard. Thanks, Jerry. Yes, 20 pick and try. Hello, Russia. Hi, JW. Good to see you. Games are being played at a lot of tracks. You know it, JW. They say about 30% of the races there's something fishy that goes on in them. Most of them are not, and I think at the bigger tracks you get less of that nonsense. I just checked Racing Dude free picks for Mountaineer, and they had a couple of wins, and the rest of their top picks came in second or third. Those guys are pretty good. I checked their site. Hello, Aaron. Peace to everyone. Sorry for our country's behavior. Hey, it's not on you. Thank you. We don't hate anyone. Nor do we. I have dear friends in Finland. My folks hail from Sweden. Nice. My wife is from Helsinki. Well, that's it for me, folks. Thank you, everyone, for joining the show. Tomorrow, Churchill Downs. That's the plan. Subscribe if you haven't already. Churchill Downs tomorrow. I don't know about any racing shows on Thanksgiving. Stay tuned for new pre-recorded shows as well. Have a great evening, everyone, or day, whenever you're watching this. Aaron, I guess it's still the afternoon. No, it's probably early evening. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. It's been a blast. All the best, and talk with you soon.